Wild & West is doing more than throwing out t-shirts and keeping the crowd engaged. Thank you for offering to give an Ether to somebody online. So if you don't know this, if you're watching online, this is Abraham Gomez.
Hey,
and
guys.
he's my friend, and he's the founder or co-founder of Wild & West. I like you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I like what you do, and I think what you've done at Wild & West and the way you've combined your passion for crypto is something that's a model that I think people want to learn from you. So on that vein, can you talk about your 10-year vision in terms of like how you see other founders, co-founders, leaders of agencies getting involved in the crypto world and can kind of combine those things like you have? I'd just love to hear your thoughts on how you see that could be a new combination in the next 10 years. And then you can share whatever else you want in the next.
That's funny.
For the big vision.
Well, I think we do it the absolute wrong way. So what we do is we take our profits, our company's profits, and invest it into crypto, which is like not something I recommend people to do. But
you don't want any competition?
No. It's just no. So I think. So your question was completely different than what I was getting prepared for.
Unless you're nervous. I'm very
nervous.
To keep you anxious.
So I think the question. Can you ask it again?
What's your 10-year vision for the blockchain industry?
Yeah, thank you. Jesus. So you guys are awesome. Thank you for putting up with me. I think I don't really know like what's gonna become a blockchain in 10 years. I hope that as a technology, it's widely accepted. There's a negative stigma currently with it. A lot of people don't really understand it. Like someone said earlier, there's maybe less than 10% of the populace actually utilize or understand blockchain. So I think that, from my perspective, I would love for it to be widely adopted. I would love for it to be, somebody said, ubiquitous. I would also like for it to help the lower class, the working class, and the middle class, and help elevate them. And that's what I hope to happen in 10 years.
I love that.
And also, like, for people to, like, in 10 years, not to get into blockchain because they want a Lamborghini, or they want to join a pump and dump, or, they want to get rich quick. So hopefully by then it's, like, actual usability, and it's helping people on their day-to-day lives and just making the world a better place.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what person or organization do you think is doing things right, based on what you just shared?
So, like, I think I got in blockchain in like 2013, and in 2015 I was really following Vitalik Buterin, who's the creator of Ethereum, and I personally like him a lot, primarily because he talks about he isn't afraid to talk about the negative drawbacks that blockchain has, and some of its shortcomings, and I think that's really important. Whereas other blockchain creators just go out and either one try to raise money and do it for the money reasoning. Whereas, like, I feel like he really wants to elevate the whole blockchain community as a whole, and that's what he's really like vying for. And it's not just about Ethereum, but about every blockchain, and that's what I respect about him.
That's awesome. What about in the next year? What do you think what can be accomplished in the next 12 months in this industry, blockchain in general, crypto specifically?
Well, right now I think there's over 25 million Bitcoin wallets, over 37 million Ethereum wallets. I think within the next year we could easily hit 100 million combined. There's obviously a lot of other blockchain companies and wallets and platforms. But I think as long as more and more people join the movement, understand it, educate themselves, utilize it, hopefully there's a lot more usability cases than there currently is, and it actually helps people or helps companies better themselves. I forgot your question, but I hope that kind of answers a little bit of it.
And what about a call to action? Like, what should people do? You're a crypto trader.
Yeah.
Like, what if somebody in this room or online says, gosh, that sounds cool. Like, maybe I won't put all my profits in crypto and trade. That seems crazy.
Yeah, it is
unless you're
crazy.
a genius like you.
I'm not a genius.
Well, my opinion is that you're wrong about that.
Okay.
And so, what can people do to get started with playing in this space? I mean, you gave 3 tokens to people that came in. You just gave an Ether, so you're getting people started in that way.
Yeah.
But what can people do?
I think it's like to continue to educate yourselves. Also utilize blockchain, or find ways that you or your company can utilize it. Maybe find a blockchain technology that inspires you. If you're inspired, that leads to the possibility of you educating yourself even more, but also educating the people around you. And I think that's what really needs to start happening. And if that happens, like, this technology could lead to great things, but also just generally make the world a better place. And I think that's what really everyone in their core wants to happen. So, yeah, I'm out of time, you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Abraham.